Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Devon and today I'm going to share with you these adorable Christmas snowballs. These cookies are such a delight and so cute, easy to make and easy to eat. They are just totally yummy. So what we'll need is we're going to need 1 cup of salted butter, and I'm using softened salted butter for this recipe. And also, hey guys, if you are new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're a returner, welcome back. This actually is part of my 12 days of cookies and holiday treats and my 12 days of Christmas series. And so this is going to be such a wonderful recipe to share with all of you. So as you see, my butter is nice and soft. And what we're going to do is we're going to go on and add in our sugar. And to this recipe, we're actually going to use powdered sugar. And we're using 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And again, so that was 1 cup of softened butter, 1 cup, which is 2 sticks. And again, like I said, I'm using softened salted butter. And I'm also going to be using, like I said, the 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Now to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm using pure vanilla extract. And also guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, go on and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this content, don't forget to go on and give us a thumbs up. So I'm going to go on and blend in the vanilla and the butter and the powdered sugar. And you don't have to sift the powdered sugar. You just go on and add it right to the bowl just like I did. And I'm just going around in the bowl just like this. Now these cookies, the way I shape them, and I put the powdered sugar on them, and I always make them during the Christmas time, and so I call them Christmas snowballs. However, a lot of people also know them as Italian wedding cookies or either Mexican wedding cookies. They're also known as that as well. And so now to our sugar and butter mixture, we're going to go on and add in some flour. And we're going to add our flour in a little at a time. So I'm adding in 1 cup of flour to start with. And once I have my flour in my bowl, I'm going to go on and gently mix and just do some stirring and pressing and blending. And you see how I'm rotating the bowl? I'm rotating, and then I'm also pressing that butter and that sugar mixture and the vanilla. I'm pressing it into the flour because I want to hydrate my dough, so that way it's going to end up coming together. And you see what I'm doing there? Just like that. Now I'm going to add the rest of my flour a little bit at a time still. I added 1/2 cup of my flour, and the flour that I'm using for this recipe is all-purpose unbleached flour, and so that's what I'm adding using in this recipe is all-purpose unbleached flour. And I'm just going to keep rotating and pressing my dough, and this is pretty much a basic shortbread cookie dough recipe. And so with the basic shortbread cookie dough recipe, you don't need any eggs in your batter at all. It's just basically the flour and the butter and the flavoring, and then also of course the sugar. And so I've added the rest of that flour, which was another 1/4 cup. And so then total I did 1 3/4 cup of flour, but then I also add 2 tablespoons of flour as well. So you can also add 2 tablespoons of flour if you need to. If your dough needs to come together a little bit more, a couple more tablespoons of flour will do. Now to that, I added 1 cup of chopped pecans. Now you can either use chopped pecans like I did, or you can use chopped walnuts. And so this recipe is kind of versatile. So if you prefer walnuts or if you prefer pecans, it's your choice, and you just go on and add those chopped directly to the bowl. And that, like I said, that was 1 cup. And now I'm going to cover, you see I'm covering my cookie dough, and I'm going to chill my dough, and it's going to chill in the refrigerator for 1 hour, but you can also chill it overnight as well. And so now that my dough has chilled for about an hour or so, we're just going to go on and start making our balls, our cookie balls. Now with this, you can make them small, bite-sized. You can make them as small as you like, or you can make them as much as about 2 inches round. I would not go more than that because you do want this to be able to cook through and through, and in order for that to happen, you don't want your balls to be too big. So anywhere from an inch as much as a 2-inch for your balls. And all I do is just roll them in my hand. And I'm just going to put them on my cookie sheet. And our cookie sheet is just an ungreased cookie sheet that we're using. And you see here, I'm just going to go on and roll it just like that. It's just really simple. It's an easy recipe to put together because this is nice because as long as you have some flour, you've got some powdered sugar, you've got some butter in your home, you got the vanilla, you can go on and put this cookie recipe together in no time flat. And so now we're going to go on and bake our cookies. And our cookies are going to bake at 300 degrees in the oven. And our cookies should bake up within anywhere from about 15 to 18 minutes. And our cookies are done once they're just slightly brown around the bottom edges. Just like that, just slightly brown on the bottom edges, because this cookie is not going to really get very brown. And so you want to make sure that you're watching your cookie because it will cook in about 15 to 18 minutes. And like I said, just slightly brown around the bottom edges. And that's pretty much it, but we still have this really special treat, and this is what I'm talking about with the Christmas snowballs. All I do is take the cookie and I take my little bowl of powdered sugar and I roll the cookie just like that. You see what I'm doing? You just roll the cookie just like that. And these cookies are so good with coffee. These cookies are such a delight with some hot tea. And you know what's nice though? If you say that, you know what, hey, I don't want to put the powdered sugar on, or maybe you don't want to roll them in the powdered sugar, you can sprinkle the powdered sugar on if you like, or either you can leave some plain with no powdered sugar. And something that I've done before in the past to make these extra special is that I have melted some semi-sweet chocolate, and I take the semi-sweet chocolate that I've melted and I've drizzled it over top. Just make a nice little drizzle over top. Oh my goodness, those were so delicious, y'all. So you can do that. So this recipe is really versatile, but what I like to do during the holiday season is I like to make those nice Christmas snowballs and just roll them in the powdered sugar like that. Well guys, this is it. The recipe was quick and the recipe was really simple, and I hope you give this recipe a try of these nice delicate cookies, also known as Italian wedding cookies, also known as Mexican wedding cookies, and they are just such a treat. You see that? You see those pecans in there? Oh, it's just so light and delicate, delicious cookie. Well, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go on and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Also, like I said, this is part of my 12 days of cookies and holiday treats, so be sure to check out those videos. And remember, it is always good when Devon is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.